Hello everyone. So today I'm gonna start working on this compass bar system similar to in Assassin's Creed games. So this is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So here you can see in the top we have a compass bar which shows icons to points of interest and other checkpoints or actors that are important for the gameplay along with their distance. So this is the kind of system that I'm going to start working on now. So yeah, so in the first episode, this is what we are going to create at the end of the first episode. Here we don't have any of the icons or anything, just the compass bar. As I look around, you can see the directions of the camera facing is points in the middle. Here in the middle we have this point in the middle always, and now here we are looking at south and east, so depending on how you set up the directions. So yeah, this is, and as I rotate you can see the compass bar responds to my camera's rotation. So yeah, this is what we are going to work on today. And before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects that I have done from my channel. So feel free to check it out. I'll leave the links to everything in the description below. Okay, so right now if I start playing the game, you can already see I already have some elements in my game. That's because I was using the maps and minimap system project for this, but don't worry, you don't have to have any of these things. I will explain everything you need to know here, so don't worry about not having them in your project. So but if you are interested in how that I have implemented those things, you can refer to this Unreal Engine 5 minimap and map system tutorial series, so you can learn everything that I have done regarding the maps and the minimaps here. And also, before I get started, here I have done this compass bar tutorial series in the past about 3 years ago, but I have noticed some of the shortcomings in that system, so that's why I wanted to implement this as the part of the bigger maps and minimaps, including the menu system project that I have done. Okay, now let's get started. So first thing is, in the map system, I'll here I'll add a folder. Maybe it should be a part of map system. Yeah, that would be better. Compass bar. Okay, and in Photoshop I have created this this texture which has WNES and just a white line in the above, and then a slight shadow underneath, so that these letters and the line would be clear against whatever the background that we would have in the runtime of the game. And I have put S at this edge, but ideally you can put one half of the S here and the other half of the S here, but since it is too small, I don't think it would be clear if I just offset it a little bit. It should be fine, so that's why I just put S only in one side. So right now let me just drag and drop that texture that I created here. Here is the texture. Its size I have created is 1920 by 100, but you may not need to be that large. Just use whatever the resolution you want. Now I'll create a new user interface. It's in the user widget type. I'll call it WBP, stands for widget blueprint. Compass bar. Okay, open this, and and let's drag and drop this compass bar image. Oh, before that, let me add a canvas panel to this so we can position it correctly, the HUD, and then drag and drop this image. I'll call it compass PG because the background, and here I'll set anchors to the top, middle, and the alignment X to 0.5, so it will be aligned from the middle, and set position X to 0, so it will be in the middle, and position Y, or I don't know, let's try 50. What's 75? Okay, that should be fine. And here I think I can make this a bit longer, like 800, and to match with this ratio, maybe, oh sorry, 41. Okay, the reason that I put 41 is here my current width is 1920, so if I divide 800 by 920 and multiplied by 100, this is the value. So okay, 41 or 42, actually it's closer to 42. Okay, now that I have this, so here in the game mode I already have a HUD class, but if you don't have one, you can just create one. This HUD, and select this and create a HUD, but I'm not going to do that because I already have one. Let me open it, and after you create the HUD, you can assign it to the HUD class in whatever the game mode that you are using. So here I'll add a new function, add compass bar, and all I need to do is create widget and use the type WBP compass bar and add to viewport. Okay, now I'll put this in the begin play. We have some more stuff in the begin play, so I'll just put it maybe over here at compass bar. If you have a fresh HUD, maybe you will just have the begin play, you can add it here. Don't worry about the rest of this stuff here. Right, now if I play, see, I already have the compass bar in the middle top, but it's not responding to my player's rotation or anything, so we will fix that in a moment. But before that, this edges looks ugly, so what I want to do is, instead of having a sharper edge like this, in these two edges I want to fade out the compass bar image. So to do that, here I think it would be better if I use a UI material. So I'll create a UI material using this compass bar texture, compass bar, and I should have named this T compass bar. Because naming conventions. Open this and change the material domain to user interface, otherwise you can't use it with the UI. And here make sure to use translucent, otherwise you can't have this soft translucency with the shadows underneath the letters and the line. Connect the opacity, apply. Now I'll use this material here instead of the direct texture. Assign it because I have already selected it here. Right, it's now okay. Okay, now there is no difference even though I am using the material. So to have the edge softness, I'll get texture coordinate and do a component mask and get only R component so that I can get the horizontal or X texture coordinate. And if I put this into a sign, you know, the signs are changing from here. Oh, here it's like this. The sign, the value changes like this. But if I make this 2, you can see now we have black on the edges and color in the middle. So I'll multiply this alpha value with the sign. So you will, now you see, as it goes to the edge, it fades out. Now if I apply and play, now you see we have a nice compass bar with nicely faded out edges. Okay, so one more thing, maybe I don't need this to be too sharp like this, so we can play with this color and opacity. Maybe something like 0.6 or 0.5 should be enough. Let's see. Yeah, it's subtle and I think that's better. Okay, now the next step is how to make this respond to players direction that player is looking at. So actually you may have noticed this minimap is only responding to the rotation of the characters character itself, not the camera. So it's always keep forward as the characters forward, but maybe it's better if we make it align with the camera itself, not the character. So that's outside the scope of this video, but anyway, we need to get the camera's rotation in order to make this compass bar align to the player's camera, player's direction, looking direction. So in order to rotate this compass bar texture, what we need to do is we can access text to coordinates, and then into this we can add some value that represents the player camera's direction. So here if I make log 2 and if I add, say for example, if I keep this 0, and you can see now we are facing north. Well, it doesn't matter, it's not changing, but in the middle we have north. But if I make this 0.5, now you see in the middle we have south. That's like we have rotated 180 degrees. So that's exactly what I want to do, but I need to dynamically calculate this value based on character's camera. So to do that, I'm gonna have to do it with the blueprints because I couldn't figure out how to do it in the material itself. So to communicate whatever the calculated rotation into the material itself. I'm gonna use, I already have defined a collection parameter, this MP minimap. This is a, where is it? Show and folder view. It's in the map system under UI assets. So this is how you create a material parameter collection. Right click, material parameter collection. So you can do that, but I already have this. So yeah, so under scalar parameters I have player yaw default. So because I only need the yaw component of the player's camera in order to rotate the compass bar. So here I'll add another one, player camera yaw, and default value is 0. So now once I add this to this collection parameter, in here I can access the collection parameter like this, and parameter name player camera yaw. I can connect it here. Right now nothing will happen because I haven't calculated or set this camera yaw anywhere, but in the HUD I already does that somewhere for the player yaw. It should be here, update map parameters. Now here in the tick, where do you have this too? Okay, now here this is how I calculate the player yaw. I get players player character, get actor rotation, and here we have a bit of a logic. If yaw is less than 0, or if it is negative, I add 360 to it. If it is not, then I don't add it. That's to because when we get the rotation, it's changing from I don't remember it exactly actually. So here it doesn't exactly go to 0 to 360, even though I have it here like this. It sometimes it goes to 0 to 180 from the positive side, and the other side 0 to minus 180. So that's why I had to do that part. So I'm gonna do the same thing actually for the here for the camera yaw as well. So do it like this. I'll get a camera manager and get camera rotation, break it. Well, you don't need the separate breaker. Let me connect this to one pin so that we can easily update it. Here you can simply click this and connect yaw. Right. Okay, now here instead of player yaw, I'll choose player camera yaw, and that should be all. Now if I go here, now you see this is actually I'm looking at north, but if I turn, you can see in the top now I'm looking at south, you can see S in the middle. So it's working exactly as we intended. Okay, great. Now we have a responsive compass bar. One more thing. Oh no, let's forget it. I was just thinking maybe we should make the minimap also use the camera rotation instead of the characters rotation, but we will look into that in another day. So yeah, but another thing, we should need something to point the middle in the compass bar. That would be important. So for that, here in the Photoshop I made this middle like this to have a point. So yeah, it's a bit tiny, but it should be visible enough. Now what I'm planning to do is where's the layers? I need to have two images, so I'll just window layers. So I'll hide everything else and keep just the shadow and the line, and compass bar line. I'll save it like that. Compass bar line, and another one with the text. Okay, now here I have imported the compass bar directions, and I need to use this in here. Directions. Okay, so now we won't have a line, we will have just the directions, but the line, now I'll add it as a separate image. So here I will have to create a material for this as well to get the edge blur, edge smoothness. Well, why did I do that? Just duplicate the bow material, this one. The reason that I am not creating an instance is because I don't want the line to rotate. Okay, what's the line here? And remove this part because we don't need to rotate it. And go back here, compass bar directions, and duplicated compass bar line. It's the line, and assign compass bar line to this. Oh, this has been changed. Position X should be 0, Y should be 75. Okay, alright, now everything is back how it needs to be. And okay, right, now here you can see in the middle we have this pointed direction, which is called, that's exactly what I wanted, and it is always in the middle, so we always know exactly where my character is facing. That aligns with this point in the middle. So yeah, I think we can stop this episode right here. So in the next time, let's see how to get these other icons to appear so we can show stuff like distances to each point in the compass by itself. Alright, so thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available here for download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in another episode. Goodbye.